Podcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT. This is TWiT News Special number 389, recorded Tuesday, March 21st, 2023. NVIDIA's GTC Keynote for spring 2023. This TWiT News Special brought to you by ACI Learning. If you love IT Pro, you'll love ACI Learning. ACI Learning offers fully customizable training for your team in formats for all types of learners across audit, cybersecurity, and IT. From entry-level training to putting people on the moon, ACI Learning has you covered. Go.acilearning.com/twit to learn more. Hello, everybody. Leo Laporte here. Micah Sargent will be joining us momentarily as we get ready for Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, to announce, I don't know, what they're up to these days. NVIDIA really is well positioned for the 21st century in automotive, of course, gaming, graphics, and now in AI. NVIDIA is used everywhere, so we expect to see announcements in all those areas. In fact, I hear the music beginning. We want to thank, before we get going, our friends at ACI Learning for making all of this possible. Let's go to see what Jensen has to say. All right, here we go. Here we go, kids. GTC 2023, the spring keynote, reminded that Jensen Huang often plays tricks.
4 decades, Moore's Law has been the governing dynamics of the computer industry, which in turn has impacted every industry. For the nearly 4 decades, performance increase at Moore's Law cost and has been the governing dynamics of the computer industry.
We got two audience.
Part of it?
Computing advance has gone to light speed. The warp drive engine performance is accelerated computing at constant energy source.
Can you close one of those streams, Anthony?
Working on it.
The arrival of accelerated computing advance has gone to light speed. As industries tackle the warp drive dynamics is accelerated sustainability.
Just close any one of them. There you go.
And digitalization.
That's better.
Without Moore's Law, as computing surges, data center power is skyrocketing, and companies struggle to achieve net zero. The impressive capabilities of generative AI created a sense of urgency for companies to reimagine their products and business models.
Do we think this is actually him, or did they just generate him?
Are racing to digitalize.
So last year he dissolved
into software-driven tech companies.
But it's pre-recorded.
To
we
be the
think that he
and not the disrupted.
This is real.
Today,
until there
we
will
will
be a
discuss
shift.
how accelerated computing and AI
in the past, he's been in his kitchen and disappeared into his kitchen. That was a
and
COVID
engaging
thing.
the enormous opportunities
Now he's in
ahead.
somebody's beautiful basement.
We will share new advances in NVIDIA's full stack, data center scale, accelerated computing platform. We will reveal new chips, systems, acceleration libraries, cloud and AI services, and partnerships that open new markets. Welcome to GTC. GTC is our conference for developers. The global NVIDIA ecosystem spans 4
So what's always
million
interesting about
developers,
this is that
40,000 companies,
NVIDIA's gone
and
from being a graphics
14,000 startups.
card for gamers
Thank you to our diamond sponsors
and
for
graphics
supporting us and making GTC
to AI
2023
and
a huge
smart
success.
cars.
Mm-hmm.
We're so excited to
And they're
welcome
really
more
now
than
well positioned for the
250,000 of
21st
you to our
century.
conference.
250,000
GTC
people
has
because
grown
it's free.
incredibly. Only 4 years ago, our in-person GTC conference had 8,000 attendees. At GTC 2023, we'll learn from leaders like Demis Hassabis of DeepMind, Valerie Taylor of
AI.
Argonne Labs, Scott Belsky of Adobe,
AI, maybe.
Yeah,
Call it the
Adobe
graphics
for
of
sure
Netflix.
uses a lot of
Graphics.
Thomas Schultes of ETH
AI. Oh,
Zurich,
and OpenAI.
and a special fireside
Crypto.
chat I'm having
Yeah.
with Ilya Sutskever,
I ignored that one.
co-founder of OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT. We have 650 amazing talks from the brightest minds.
It's
in
really
academia
interesting how NVIDIA has
and the
positioned
world's
itself
largest
for the
industries.
future, whether accidentally or
more than
intentionally.
70
They
talks
really have
on
done a great
generative
job.
AI
As
alone.
Bitcoin goes
Other great
down,
talks,
AI
like
goes up, and
pre-trained
they've
Yeah.
found another
multitask
market.
models for
Right?
robotics. Sessions on synthetic data generation, an important method for advancing AI, including one using Isaac Sim to generate physically based LiDAR point clouds. A bunch of talks on digital
for
twins.
automotive, of course.
From using AI to populate virtual factories of the future to restoring lost Roman mosaics of the past.
Ooh, and this is fascinating.
Cool talks on computational instruments, including a giant optical telescope and a photon counting CT. Material science for carbon capture and solar cells. To climate science, including our work on Earth 2. Important works by
there's
NVIDIA
another
research.
Earth? That's
what's Earth 2?
AI
Let's go to Earth 2.
AV safety.
I'm headed there.
From computational lithography for microchips to
metaverse.
make the smallest machines to
I think
AI
it means Earth
at the Large Hadron
You
Collider
probably should have said also.
to explain the universe.
Oh, okay.
The world's most important
definitely
companies from auto
Earth 2 on the
transportation,
a little less reassuring.
healthcare, manufacturing, financial services, retail, apparel, media and entertainment, telco, and of course, the world's leading AI companies. The purpose of GTC is to inspire the world on the art of the possible of accelerated computing and to celebrate the achievements of the scientists and researchers that use it.
So you're watching our live stream of the GTC Keynote. GTC 2023, the spring version.
Into creative discovery.
Starting with ChatGPT.
Movement into animation. And direction into action. I am a healer.
This music swell is very
exploring the building blocks that make us unique.
I don't know, inspiring, but at the same time, what it's being applied to is feeling
new threats.
You can say annoying. It's okay.
Trying to be diplomatic about it. ChatGPT, help me be diplomatic.
And searching for the cures to keep them at bay. I am a visionary.
I want to thank our sponsors, ACI Learning and IT Pro, for helping us bring you this special TWiT News edition. And it's all right. I'm not going to go into a full ad, but I am grateful to them for making this possible.
I am a navigator, discovering a unique moment in a sea of content.
Although as long as NVIDIA is doing their ad.
Right, exactly.
A couple of years ago, Jensen Huang was in his kitchen, and towards the end, it just dissolved.
3D experiences.
I'm sure there'll be some special NVIDIA magic at some point in this keynote.
Of reality to our virtual selves.
Definitely Uncanny Valley on that.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing brainstorms to life.
And it's interesting because they're using an announcer who sounds a lot like an AI, intentionally, I'm sure.
Of a million programmers.
It has that kind of her sound.
I was going to say, yeah, so I just watched Megan, and it's reminding me of that.
Maybe a little too much Megan.
Yeah.
I even helped write the script.
Oh.
There's GPT.
Breathe life into the words and composed the melody.
Well, at least they got some human instruments. Musicians. That soundstage is Lucas at the ranch, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And brilliant minds everywhere.
I am AI.
Artificial intelligence.
NVIDIA invented accelerated computing.
I am AI is a palindrome.
Normal computers can't.
Oh,
madam.
Accelerated computing is not easy. It requires full stack invention from chips, systems, networking, acceleration libraries, to refactoring the applications. Each optimized stack accelerates an application domain.
This is
From
one area where
graphics,
NVIDIA does have some
imaging,
competition. They kind of
particle or fluid dynamics,
own the GPU
quantum
space
physics,
for gaming
to data
and,
processing and machine
graphics.
learning.
But in AI, they've
Once
got
accelerated,
tensor chips
the
from
application
Google
can enjoy incredible speed up, as well
and
as
other
scale
companies.
up across many computers.
But again,
The
I think they're
combination
kind
of
of dominant.
speed up and scale up has enabled us to achieve 1,000,000x for many applications over the past decade, helping solve problems previously impossible. Though there are many examples, the most famous is deep learning. In 2012, Alex Kershevsky, Ilya Sutskever, and Jeff Hinton needed an insanely fast computer to train the AlexNet computer vision model. The researchers
I did wonder
trained
about the
AlexNet
chips
with 14 million images on
Microsoft is
GeForce GTX 580,
Yeah, I think
processing
Microsoft's certainly using NVIDIA.
262 quadrillion floating point operations. And the train model won the ImageNet challenge by a wide margin and ignited the Big Bang of AI. A decade later, the transformer model was invented, and Ilya, now at OpenAI, trained the GPT-3 large language model to predict the next word. 323 sextillion floating point operations
ChatGPT-3
were required to train GPT-3.
4
1
is,
million times
I think,
more
an order of
floating point
magnitude bigger.
operations
It's at least twice
than
bigger.
to train AlexNet. The result this time? ChatGPT, the AI heard around the world. A new computing platform has been invented. The iPhone moment of AI has started. Accelerated computing and AI have arrived. Acceleration libraries are at the core of accelerated computing. These libraries connect to applications, which connect to the world's industries, forming a network of networks. 3 decades in the making, several thousand applications are now NVIDIA accelerated, with libraries in almost every domain of science and industry. All NVIDIA GPUs are CUDA compatible, providing a large installed base and significant reach for developers. A wealth of accelerated applications attract end users, which creates a large market for cloud service providers and computer makers to serve. A large market affords billions in R&D to fuel its growth. NVIDIA has established the accelerated computing virtuous cycle. Of the 300 acceleration libraries and 400 AI models that span ray tracing and neural rendering, physical, earth, and life sciences, quantum physics and chemistry, computer vision, data processing, machine learning, and AI, we updated 100 this year.
Interestingly,
that increased the performance.
The stock market hasn't really
of our entire
rewarded NVIDIA
base.
for this yet. And I'm
Let me
surprised
highlight
because
some acceleration libraries.
they sure seem to be on the right side of the curve here.
And open new markets. The auto and aerospace industries use CFD for turbulence and aerodynamic simulation. The electronics industry uses CFD for thermal management design. This is Cadence's slide of their new CFD solver accelerated by CUDA.
I mean, yeah, that
At
seems to
equivalent
cut
system
their,
cost,
what is it, finger
NVIDIA
in every
A100
pie.
is
Yeah.
9 times the throughput of CPU servers.
And it's all the right pies.
Or at equivalent simulation throughput,
They're all
NVIDIA is
pumpkin and
9
cherry.
times lower cost or 17 times less energy consumed. Ansys, Siemens, Cadence, and other leading CFD
They're pushing
solvers
this
are now CUDA accelerated.
carbon
Worldwide
neutral
industrial CAE
operations
uses nearly
centers.
100
Got
million
it.
CPU core hours yearly.
Because that is a big concern, is the energy
is the
usage
best
of
way
all of this.
to reclaim power.
Yeah, especially
and
with
achieve
Moore's Law in
sustainability
place, as he's
and
talking about
net
at the
zero.
beginning, you
NVIDIA
continue
is
to see that
partnering
power growth.
with the global
Right.
quantum computing research
Well, not
community.
just compute
The
power,
NVIDIA
but energy
quantum
use.
platform consists
And
of
that's what
libraries
they're
and systems
also
for
pushing.
researchers to advance quantum programming models, system architectures, and algorithms. cuQuantum is an acceleration library for quantum circuit simulations. IBM Qiskit, Google Cirq, Baidu
Interesting.
Quantum Leaf, QMware,
They
QArrow,
don't offer a quantum processor,
Xanadu
but at least they
Penny
can
Lane,
simulate it.
Agnostic,
Interesting.
and AWS Bracket have integrated cuQuantum into their simulation frameworks. Open Quantum
That's
CUDA
wild.
is our hybrid GPU quantum programming model. IonQ, Orca Computing, Atom, QEra, Oxford Quantum Circuits, IQM, Pascal, Quantum Brilliance, Quantinuum, Rigetti, Xanadu, and Enion have integrated Open Quantum CUDA.
We've kind of gone
Error correction
past
on a
the
large
era
number
of
of qubits is necessary to recover
consumer
data
startups.
from
These
quantum
are all
noise and decoherence.
infrastructure
Today,
startups.
we're announcing a quantum control link developed in partnership with Quantum Machines that connects NVIDIA GPUs to a quantum computer to do error correction at extremely high speeds. Though commercial quantum computers are still a decade or two away, we're delighted to support this large and vibrant research community with NVIDIA Quantum. Enterprises worldwide use Apache Spark to process data lakes and warehouses, SQL queries,
So there's
graph
something weird
analytics,
going
and
on
recommender
with the
systems.
outline. It's definitely
Spark
a
Rapids
green screen, but
is
it's-
NVIDIA's accelerated
it's not a very good
Apache
one.
Spark data processing engine. Data processing is the leading workload
So
of
we'll
the
see where
world's
he really is. He might be
$500
back in
billion
his kitchen.
cloud computing
Yeah,
spend.
that'd be funny.
Spark
I
Rapids
replaced the background.
now
here.
accelerates major cloud data processing platforms, including GCP Dataproc, Amazon EMR, Databricks, and Cloudera. Recommender systems use vector databases to store, index, search, and retrieve massive datasets of unstructured data. A new important use case of vector databases is large language models to retrieve domain-specific or proprietary facts that can be queried during text generation. We are introducing a new library, Raft, to accelerate indexing, loading the data, and retrieving a batch of neighbors for a single query. We are bringing the acceleration of Raft to Meta's open source Phase AI similarity search, Milvus open source vector database used by over 1,000 organizations, and Redis with over 4 billion Docker pools. Vector databases will be essential for organizations building proprietary large language models. 22 years ago, operations research scientists Lee and Lim hosted a series of challenging pickup and delivery problems. PDP shows up in manufacturing, transportation, retail and logistics, and even disaster relief. PDP is a generalization of the traveling salesperson problem and is NP hard, meaning there is no efficient algorithm to find an exact solution. The solution time grows factorially as the problem size increases. Using an evolution algorithm and accelerated computing to analyze 30 billion moves per second, NVIDIA cuOpt has broken the world record and discovered the best solution for Lee and Lim's challenge. AT&T routinely dispatches 30,000 technicians to service 13 million customers across 700 geographic zones.
It's interesting. This is an
running
ancient
on
computer
CPUs,
science problem.
AT&T's
a traveling
dispatch
salesman problem.
optimization takes
It's
overnight.
a very interesting use of this
AT&T wants to find a dispatch
for
solution
logistics.
in real time that continuously optimizes
got
for
it.
urgent customer needs and overall customer satisfaction, while
And
adjusting
of course,
for
it's used
delays
everywhere, not
and
just in
new
logistics.
incidents
It's
that
used in
arise.
gaming. It's used everywhere.
With
You have to
cuOpt,
move.
AT&T can find a solution 100 times faster and update their dispatch in real time. AT&T has adopted a full suite of NVIDIA AI libraries. In addition to Spark Rapids
Wow.
and cuOpt, they're using Riva for conversational AI and Omniverse for digital avatars. AT&T is tapping into NVIDIA accelerated computing and AI for sustainability, cost savings, and new services. cuOpt can also optimize logistics services. 400 billion parcels are delivered to 377 billion stops each year. Deloitte, Capgemini, SoftServe, Accenture, and Quantify are using NVIDIA cuOpt to help customers
These
optimize
names.
operations. NVIDIA's inference platform consists of 3 software SDKs. NVIDIA TensorRT is our inference runtime that optimizes for the target GPU. NVIDIA Triton is a multi-framework data center inference serving software, supporting GPUs and CPUs. Microsoft Office and Teams, Amazon, American Express, and the U.S. Postal Service are among the 40,000 customers using TensorRT and Triton. Uber uses Triton to serve hundreds of thousands of ETA predictions per second. With over 60 million daily users, Roblox uses Triton to serve models for game recommendations, build avatars, and moderate content and marketplace
The
ads.
amount of computing that goes
We are
on
releasing
now
some
in every
great
kind
new
of
features.
forum is
Model
remarkable.
Analyzer, support for model ensembles, multiple concurrent model serving, and multi-GPU, multi-node inference for GPT-3 large language models. NVIDIA Triton Management Service is our new software that automates the scaling and orchestration of Triton inference instances across a data center. Triton Management Service will help you improve the throughput and cost efficiency of deploying your models. 50 to 80% of cloud video pipelines are processed on CPUs, consuming power and cost and adding latency. CV CUDA for computer vision and VPF for video processing are new cloud-scale acceleration libraries. CV CUDA includes 30 computer vision operators for detection, segmentation, and classification. VPF is a Python video encode and decode acceleration library. Tencent uses CV CUDA and VPF to process 300,000 videos per day. Microsoft uses CV CUDA and VPF to process visual search. Runway is a super cool company that uses CV CUDA and VPF to process video for their cloud generative AI video
Runway
editing
is
service.
the video version
Already,
of Stable
80%
Diffusion.
of internet
And they're
traffic
getting
is
very
video.
close to AI video. It's very
User-generated video
interesting.
content is driving significant growth and consuming massive amounts of power. We
Yeah.
should accelerate all video processing and reclaim the power. CV CUDA and VPF
I'm not sure what
are
that
in early
means.
access.
Yeah.
It's buy our chips.
Reclaim
NVIDIA
the power?
accelerated computing helped achieve
Reclaim
a
the power.
genomics milestone. Now doctors can
This
draw
is
blood and
amazing.
sequence a patient's DNA in the same visit.
That's
another
This is
milestone,
really
mind-blowing.
NVIDIA-powered instruments
Also, protein
reduced
folding.
the
and-
cost of whole genome sequencing to just $100. Genomics is a
we were
critical
talking about this
tool
with George
in synthetic
Church. This
biology,
is massive
with
breakthrough.
applications ranging from drug discovery and agriculture to energy production. NVIDIA Parabricks is a suite of AI-accelerated libraries
See,
for
that AI
end-to-end
acceleration
genomics
is
analysis in the cloud
going to
or in
make
an
all the
instrument.
difference in
Yeah.
computing
NVIDIA
going
Parabricks
forward.
is available in every public cloud, and genomics platforms like Terra, DNA Nexus, and FormBio. Today, we're announcing Parabricks 4.1, and will run on NVIDIA accelerated genomics instruments from PacBio, Oxford Nanopore,
I didn't even know they
Ultima,
were a big player in this
Singular,
field. This is
BioNano.
they have a
and
finger in
NanoString.
every pie. It's really
The
quite
world's
impressive.
$250 billion medical instruments market is being transformed. Medical instruments will be software-defined and AI-powered. NVIDIA Holoscan is a software library for real-time sensor processing systems. Over 75 companies are developing medical instruments on Holoscan. Today,
Okay,
we are announcing Medtronic, the world leader in medical instruments, and NVIDIA are building their AI platform for software-defined medical devices.
Wow.
This partnership will create a common platform for Medtronic systems, ranging from surgical navigation to robotic-assisted surgery. Today, Medtronic announced that its GI Genius system, with AI for early detection of colon cancer, is built on NVIDIA Holoscan and will ship around the end of this year. The chip industry is the foundation of nearly every industry. Chip manufacturing demands extreme precision, producing features 1,000 times smaller than a bacterium, and on the order of a single gold atom or a strand of human DNA. Lithography, the process of creating patterns on a wafer, is the beginning of the chip manufacturing process and consists of two stages: photomask making and pattern projection. It is fundamentally an imaging problem at the limits of physics. The photomask is like a stencil of a chip. Light is blocked or passed through the mask to the wafer to create the pattern. The light is produced by the ASML EUV Extreme Ultraviolet Lithography System. Each system
EUV is one of the technologies that we don't let China have.
ASML EUV uses a radical way to create light.
But it is a
Laser
breakthrough
pulses
technology. That's what
firing
TSMC is
50,000 times
using.
a
And without
second
EUV,
at a
you
drop
really
of
can't
tin,
make these 3
vaporizing,
nanometer chips.
creating a plasma that emits 13.5 nanometer EUV light. Nearly
I
X-ray.
wonder if he'll bring
Multi-layer
up this
mirrors
embargo.
guide the light to the mask. The multi-layer reflectors in the mask reticle take advantage of interference patterns.
There's huge amounts
of
of
the 13.5
espionage
nanometer
going on
light
right now
to
because
create
of EUV.
finer features.
The Chinese really
down to
need
3
it,
nanometers.
and they don't have
Magic.
it yet.
The wafer is positioned within a quarter of a nanometer and aligned 20,000 times a second to adjust for any vibration. The step before lithography is equally miraculous. Computational lithography applies inverse physics algorithms to predict the patterns on the mask that will produce the final patterns on the wafer. In fact, the patterns on the mask do not resemble the final features at all. Computational lithography simulates Maxwell's equations of the behavior of the light passing through optics and interacting with photoresists. Computational lithography is the largest computation workload in chip design and manufacturing, consuming tens of billions of CPU hours annually. Massive data centers run 24/7 to create reticles used in lithography systems. These data centers are part of the nearly $200 billion annual CapEx invested by chip manufacturers. Computational lithography is growing fast as algorithm complexity increases, enabling the industry to go to 2 nanometers and beyond. NVIDIA today is announcing cuLitho, a library for computational lithography. cuLitho, a massive body of work that has taken nearly 4 years, and with close collaboration with TSMC,
I wish they'd
ASML,
spell it
and
out.
Synopsys, accelerates
Well, the CU is
computational lithography
from
by
their
over
CUDA
40
cores.
times.
Got it.
No.
There are
CU.
89 reticles
Okay.
for the NVIDIA
But it's CUDA
H100.
is their
And then litho.
running
Got
on
it. Okay.
CPUs.
yeah.
For
A
lithography.
single
sure
reticle
CUDA stands for
currently
something.
takes
I don't know off
2
the top of
weeks
my
to
head.
process. cuLitho, running on GPUs, can process a reticle in a single 8-hour shift. TSMC can reduce their 40,000 CPU servers used for computational lithography by accelerating with cuLitho on just 500 DGX H100 systems, reducing power from 35 megawatts to just 5 megawatts.
Maybe ChatGPT
With
knows what CUDA
cuLitho,
stands for.
TSMC can reduce prototype cycle time, increase throughput, and reduce the carbon footprint of their manufacturing, and prepare for 2 nanometer and beyond. TSMC will be qualifying cuLitho for production starting in June. Every industry needs to accelerate
Compute unified
every work
device architecture.
so that we can reclaim power and do
Okay.
more with less.
In other words, it's meaningless.
Over the past 10 years, cloud
It's a
computing has
retronym.
grown 20% annually into a massive $1 trillion industry. Some 30 million CPU servers do the majority of the processing. There are challenges on the horizon. As Moore's Law ends, increasing CPU performance comes with increased power. And the mandate to decrease carbon emissions is fundamentally at odds with the need to increase data centers. Cloud computing growth is power limited. First and foremost, data centers must accelerate every workload. Acceleration will reclaim power. The energy saved can fuel new growth. Whatever is not accelerated will be processed on CPUs. The CPU design point for accelerated cloud data centers differs fundamentally from the past. In AI and cloud services, accelerated computing offloads parallelizable workloads. And CPUs process other
Parallelizable, not
workloads
parallelizable.
like WebRPC
Just
and
to
database
clarify,
queries.
it's a
We
lot of
designed the
syllables.
Gray CPU
A little concerned there for a
AI
second.
and cloud
Nobody's
first
paralyzed
world,
here.
Where AI workloads are GPU accelerated, and Grace excels at single-threaded execution and memory processing. It's not just about the CPU chip. Data center operators optimize for throughput and total cost of ownership of the entire data center. We designed Grace for high energy efficiency at cloud data center scale. Grace comprises 72 ARM cores connected by a super high-speed on-chip scalable coherent fabric that delivers 3.2 terabytes per second of cross-sectional bandwidth. Grace Superchip connects 144 cores between two CPU dies over a 900 gigabytes per second, low-power, chip-to-chip coherent interface. The memory system is LPDDR, low-power memory, like used in cell phones, that we specially enhanced for use in data centers. It delivers 1 terabytes per second, 2.5 times the bandwidth of today's systems at 1/8 the power. The entire 144-core Grace Superchip module with 1 terabyte
Holy
of memory
cow.
is only 5 by 8 inches. It is so low power, it can be air-cooled. This is the computing module with passive cooling. 2 Grace Superchip computers can fit in a single 1U air-cooled server.
Wow.
Grace's performance and power efficiency are excellent for cloud and scientific computing applications. We tested
NVIDIA, of course,
Grace
doesn't make
on
its
a
own
popular
chips. It's
Google
a design
benchmark, which tests how
company,
quickly
not a
cloud
foundry.
microservices communicate.
Mostly
and
made by
High-Bench
TSMC
Suite
and
that test
Samsung.
Apache Spark memory-intensive data processing. These kinds of workloads are foundational for cloud data centers. At microservices, Grace is 1.3 times faster than the average of the newest generation x86 CPUs, and 1.2 times faster at data processing. And that higher performance is achieved using only 60% of the power measured at the full server node. CSPs can outfit a power-limited data center with 1.7
This
times
is why Intel is in
more
deep
Grace
trouble.
servers, each delivering 25% higher throughput.
And this
At
is very
ISO
similar
power,
to what we saw in the
Grace gives
consumer computing
CSPs
space with
2 times
Intel
growth
giving way
opportunity.
to Apple's
Grace's sample
Silicon.
and
This is
Asus,
also a
ATOS,
RISC platform, an ARM
HPE,
platform.
It's kind of
QCT,
choosing low
Supermicro,
power, but yet still
Wistron,
maintaining a
and
level of
ZT
Yeah,
performance.
Link systems now.
Exactly.
In a modern software-defined data center, the operating system doing virtualization,
NVIDIA's always been
network,
in the forefront of that.
storage,
Their
and
Tegra
security
processors
can
were
consume nearly half
much
of the
better
data
than the
center's
Qualcomm
CPU
equivalents.
cores and associated power. Data centers must
And that got them
accelerate
into a lot
every
of car entertainment
to
systems,
reclaim power
which was
That
a
makes
and
sense.
free
little wedge
CPUs
for them to get into
for
cars
revenue-generating
in general.
workloads. NVIDIA Bluefield offloads and accelerates the data center operating system and infrastructure software. Over 24 ecosystem partners, including Checkpoint, Cisco, DDN, Dell EMC, Juniper, Palo Alto Networks, Red Hat, and VMware, use Bluefield's data center acceleration technology to run their software platforms more efficiently.
We're going to pause the keynote here just for a moment so I can thank our sponsors. Don't worry, you're not going to miss anything. We're going to just stop it and go back to it. But our show today brought to you by ACI Learning. I wanted to let you know about that. And you may say, well, who is ACI Learning? Well, besides the fact that they sponsor the studio, they are also a well-known friend, IT Pro. IT Pro has joined with ACI to make learning IT and cybersecurity and audit so much better. Respected companies, government agencies around the globe turn to ACI Learning year after year to help them maintain their competitive edge. Certifications from ACI Learning show more than just proving a skill set. They let everyone see that you've got the gumption to keep your knowledge up to date, to take the time and the trouble to learn it and to take the tests and get those certs. So whether you're at the very beginning of a career or looking to move up in your sector, ACI Learning is here to support your growth in IT, cybersecurity, and audit readiness too. So visit the website, go.acilearning.com/twit, and you'll learn more. That's go.acilearning.com/twit. And we thank them so much for supporting our Twit News special. And now we will unpause and go back to Jensen Huang and the NVIDIA GTC keynote.
I hand-delivered the world's first DGX to OpenAI. Since then, half of
OpenAI
the
took it.
Fortune 100 companies have installed DGX AI supercomputers. DGX has become the essential instrument of AI. The GPU of DGX is 8 H100 modules. H100 has a transformer engine designed to process models like the amazing ChatGPT, which stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformers. The 8 H100 modules are NV-linked to each other across NV-link switches to allow fully non-blocking transactions. The 8 H100s work as one giant GPU. The computing fabric is one of the most vital systems of the AI supercomputer. 400 gigabits per second, ultra-low latency, NVIDIA Quantum InfiniBand with in-network processing connects hundreds and thousands of DGX nodes into an AI supercomputer. NVIDIA DGX H100 is the blueprint for customers building AI infrastructure worldwide. It is now in full production. I am thrilled that Microsoft announced Azure is opening private previews to their H100 AI supercomputer. Other systems and cloud services will soon come from Atos, AWS, Cirruscale, CoreWeave, Dell, Gigabyte, Google, HPE, Lambda, Lenovo, Oracle, Quanta, and Supermicro.
I really want to see Microsoft on that list.
The market for DGX AI
same.
supercomputers has grown significantly. Originally used as an AI research instrument, DGX AI supercomputers
I'm pretty sure
are expanding
Microsoft's using
into
NVIDIA.
operations, running 24/7 to refine data and process AI. DGX supercomputers are modern AI factories. We are at the iPhone moment of AI.
He said
Startups
that before.
are racing to build disruptive products and business models, while incumbents are looking to respond. Generative AI has triggered a sense of urgency in enterprises worldwide to develop AI strategies. Customers need to access NVIDIA AI easier and faster. We are announcing NVIDIA DGX Cloud through partnerships with Microsoft Azure,
there
Google
you go.
GCP, and Oracle OCI
Of course,
to
Google
bring
has their own
NVIDIA
Tensor
DGX AI supercomputers
processors,
to every company
which we think
instantly
Samsung makes.
from a browser. DGX Cloud is optimized to run NVIDIA AI Enterprise, the world's leading acceleration library suite for end-to-end development and deployment of AI. DGX Cloud offers customers the best of NVIDIA AI and the best of the world's leading cloud service providers. This partnership brings NVIDIA's ecosystem to the CSPs while amplifying NVIDIA's scale and reach. This win-win partnership gives customers racing to engage generative AI instant access to NVIDIA in global scale clouds.
And they are racing.
We are excited by the speed, scale, and reach of this cloud extension of our business model. Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, OCI, will be the first NVIDIA DGX Cloud. OCI has excellent performance. They have a two-tier computing fabric and management
Oracle
network.
is not known in
NVIDIA
this space. You know,
CX7,
really, it's
and the
Amazon, then
industry's best
Microsoft, then
RDMA
Google.
is the computing fabric.
Oracle is a
And Bluefield 3
laggard
will be
force,
the infrastructure processor.
but this might
for
be
the
a good move
management
for
network.
them.
The combination is a state-of-the-art DGX AI supercomputer that can be offered as a multi-tenant cloud service. We have 50 early access enterprise customers spanning
interesting.
consumer internet and software, healthcare, media and entertainment, and financial services. ChatGPT, Stable Diffusion, DALL-E, and Midjourney have awakened the world to generative AI. These applications' ease of use and impressive capabilities attracted over 100 million users in just a few months. ChatGPT is the fastest growing application in history. No training is necessary. Just ask these models to do something. The prompts can be precise or ambiguous. If not clear, through conversation, ChatGPT learns your intentions. The generated text is beyond impressive. ChatGPT can compose memos and poems, paraphrase a research paper, solve math problems, highlight key points of a contract, and even code software programs. ChatGPT is a computer that not only runs software, but writes software. Many breakthroughs led to generative AI. Transformers learn context and meaning from the relationships and dependency of data, in parallel and at large scale. This led to large language models that learn from so much data they can perform downstream tasks without explicit training. And diffusion models, inspired by physics, learn without supervision to generate images. In just over a decade, we went from trying to recognize cats to generating realistic images of a cat in a spacesuit walking on the moon.
Generative I think Midjourney AI could do even better now. Version 5.
Absolutely.
One that we program in human language. This ability
I'm getting the feeling this might have been recorded a while ago, since he didn't talk about ChatGPT 4, but 3.
Solve problems.
And of course, this is moving so fast. If he recorded this 2 weeks ago, it's already out of date.
Now, everyone is a programmer.
Well,
generative AI
let's not
is
go
a
crazy.
new computing platform like
anyone
PC,
can cook,
internet, mobile, and cloud. And like in previous computing eras, first movers are creating new applications.
Although I have to say,
founding new companies.
Developers I hear from and talk to have all kind of come around on Copilot as being a useful
lets
partner.
users design and deploy web applications.
Yeah, that's also
explaining what they want.
ChatGPT.
Grammarly is a writing assistant that considers context. Tab 9 helps developers write code. OmniKey generates customized ads and copy.
Going to get more and more
Core
exposed
AI
to this
is a virtual customer
in
service
Google Docs
agent.
and Microsoft Office
Jasper
and so forth, and get more and more used to it.
Jasper
and
has
I think
written nearly 5
then a lot of the
billion
resistance
words,
that developers felt about Copilot and now dissolving will dissolve elsewhere as well.
Insilico uses AI to accelerate
People
drug
understand
design.
it a little bit better, I think, too.
is using AI
and
to
perhaps less afraid of it.
Antibodies. Generative AI will reinvent nearly every industry. Many companies can use one of the excellent generative AI APIs coming to market. Some companies need to build custom models with their proprietary data that are experts in their domain. They need to set up usage guardrails and refine their models to align with their company's safety, privacy, and security requirements. The industry needs a foundry, a TSMC, for custom large language models. Today, we announced the NVIDIA AI Foundations, a cloud service for customers needing to build, refine, and operate custom large language models and generative AI, trained with their proprietary data.
It's going to be
their
interesting
version of what Microsoft offered.
Yeah. It's going to be very interesting because it's very expensive right now. And
visual
one of the
biology model
interesting things that'll happen is perhaps
NVIDIA
a price
NeMo
war.
is for building custom language text-to-text generative models. Customers can bring their model or start with the NeMo pre-trained language models, ranging from GPT-8, GPT-43, and GPT 530 billion parameters. Throughout the entire process, NVIDIA AI experts will work with you, from creating your proprietary model to operations. Let's take a look.
Generative models,
costly.
like NVIDIA's 43B foundational model, learn by training on billions of sentences and trillions of words. As the model converges, it begins to understand the relationships between words and their underlying concepts captured in the weights in the embedded space of the model.
Let's not go too far.
Transformer models use a technique called self-attention, a mechanism designed to learn dependencies and relationships within a sequence of words. The result is a model that provides the foundation for a ChatGPT-like
just weighted
experience.
autocorrect. Let's face it.
These generative models require expansive amounts of data, deep AI expertise for data processing and distributed training, and large-scale compute to train, deploy, and maintain at the pace of innovation. Enterprises can fast-track their generative AI adoption with NVIDIA NeMo service running on NVIDIA DGX Cloud. The quickest path is starting with one of NVIDIA's state-of-the-art, pre-trained foundation models. With the NeMo service, organizations can easily customize a model with p-tuning to teach it specialized skills, like summarizing financial documents, creating brand-specific content, and composing emails with personalized writing styles. Connecting the model to a proprietary knowledge base ensures that responses are accurate, current, and cited for their business. Next, they can provide.
And of course, NVIDIA
guardrails
stock
by
has been
adding
going
logic
down
and
during this
monitoring
announcement by
Outputs.
about
No, is that
$4.
typical?
toxicity.
Yeah, the old
And bias
adage is you
thresholds,
buy on the
operates
rumor
within
and
a
you sell on the
specified
news. This
domain
is the
and
news.
prevents
But I
undesired
have to say,
responses. After putting the model to work, it can continuously improve.
I'm pretty
with
bullish on
reinforcement
NVIDIA.
learning based on user
they
interactions.
took a big dive
And Nemo's Playground is
in
available
COVID.
for rapid prototyping.
In 2021, they
before
lost a
moving to the
huge
cloud
amount of,
API
almost
for
half
larger
what they
scale
are now.
evaluation and
But they've come back
application
for the most
integration.
part.
Sign up for the NVIDIA Nemo service today
Not
to
that
codify
you should
your
be taking
enterprise's
any
knowledge
stock
into a
advice.
Right.
personalized
Yes,
AI
this is
model
not what
that
Leo
you
said.
control.
No.
Picasso is a visual language model making service for customers who want to build custom models, trained with licensed or proprietary content.
So
Let's
not end
take a look.
users, but a company that says, oh, we're going to be the cat company.
Generative AI is transforming how visual content is created.
Or
But to realize its full potential,
we're
enterprises
going to be the
need
Norman
massive
Rock. We're
amounts
going to
of
license
copyright
Norman
cleared data,
Rockwell's
AI experts,
stuff
and an
be the
AI
Norman
supercomputer.
Rockwell AI.
NVIDIA Picasso is a cloud service for building and deploying
This is a
generative
response, of
AI-powered
course, to
image,
all the lawsuits.
video, and 3D applications.
And
With
just
it,
upset among
enterprises, ISVs,
artists and authors
service
and-
providers can deploy their own models. We are working with premier partners to bring generative AI capabilities to every industry. Organizations can also start with NVIDIA Edify models and train them on their data to create a product or service. These models generate images, videos, and 3D assets. To access generative AI models, applications send an API call with text prompts and metadata to Picasso. Picasso uses the appropriate model running on NVIDIA DGX Cloud to send back the generated asset to the application. This can be a photorealistic image, a high-resolution video, or a detailed 3D geometry. Generated assets can be imported into editing tools or into NVIDIA Omniverse to build photorealistic virtual worlds, metaverse applications, and digital twin simulations. With NVIDIA Picasso services running on NVIDIA DGX Cloud, you can streamline training, optimization, and inference needed to build custom generative AI applications. See how NVIDIA Picasso can bring transformative generative AI capabilities to your applications.
We are delighted that Getty Images will use the Picasso service to build Edify image and
So they're the
Edify
ones
video
suing Stable
generative
Diffusion.
models, trained on their rich library
So
of
you
responsibly
could go to
licensed
Getty and get
professional images and
stock
video
photos
assets.
generated from
Enterprises
their stock
will
photos.
be able to create custom
legitimately.
images and video with
Yeah.
simple text or image prompts.
And not worry
Shutterstock is
about
developing an
copyright.
Edify 3D generative model.
Yeah, I'd be
trained on
very
their
nervous of our
professional
stock
image,
photo agency
3D,
because I've
and
seen
video assets library.
incredible stock photo
Shutterstock
quality
will help
images
simplify the
generated
creation of
on
3D
Midjourney. And I think there are some
assets
people
for
actually
creative
doing
production, digital twins, and virtual collaboration.
that. You know, right now we
Making
pay for
these workflows
libraries
faster and easier
that,
for
frankly, if we
enterprises
paid
to
$20
implement.
a month for
And I'm
Midjourney,
thrilled
we probably
to
could do
announce
everything we
a
want.
significant expansion
Right.
of our longtime partnership with Adobe to build a set of next-generation AI capabilities.
Adobe had its
Yeah.
own
For the
in-house
future of
AI tools. It'll
creativity.
be interesting to
That's
see
right.
what
Integrating
Adobe and NVIDIA
generative
do
AI
together.
That's right.
into the everyday workflows of marketers and creative professionals.
Adobe
The new
Sensei.
generative AI models will be optimized for image creation, video, 3D, and animation to protect artist rights. Adobe is developing with a focus on commercial viability.
This
and
may not
proper
be
content
necessary. The courts
attribution,
have not yet,
powered by
weighed in
Adobe's
on this.
Content Authenticity Initiative.
and a
Our
number of
third
legal
language
experts
domain
think that
is biology.
it's not an issue.
Drug discovery is a nearly $2 trillion industry with $250 billion dedicated to R&D. NVIDIA's Clara is a healthcare application framework for imaging, instruments, genomics, and drug discovery. The industry is now jumping onto generative AI to discover disease targets, design novel molecules or protein-based drugs, and predict the behavior of the medicines in the body. In silico medicine, Excentia, Absci, and Evozyme are among hundreds of new AI drug discovery startups. Several have discovered novel targets or drug candidates that have started human clinical trials. BioNeMo helped researchers create, fine-tune, and serve custom models with their proprietary data. Let's take a look.
There are 3 key stages to drug discovery: discovering the biology that causes disease, designing new molecules, whether those are small molecules, proteins, or antibodies.
We'll come back in just a moment with Jensen Huang and the GTC keynote, but I wanted to interrupt. Now, don't worry, we're going to pause the video so you won't miss a minute of the keynote, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit about ACI Learning, our sponsor. Future-proof your knowledge, accelerate your performance with ACI Learning's on-demand, virtual instructor-led or live classroom training at one of 6 learning hubs across the U.S. Get training and certs all in one place. ACI Learning has the tools you need to make your career thrive. And that's one of the things I love about ACI Learning. Now that they've partnered with IT Pro, you can get on demand, you can get live streaming video, or you can go to a classroom. And sometimes it's nice to mix, right? Maybe get a little bit from a live in-person person, spend a week doing that, and then get more from the on-demand classes. The courses, all of them, are entertaining. They're binge-worthy. They keep you interested, invested in learning. Take your learning beyond the classroom and succeed in your IT career. Visit go.acilearning.com/twit to learn more. And you can use the code TWIT30 for 30% off a standard or premium individual IT Pro membership. Now, let's get back to Jensen Huang in the GTC keynote.
Models for drug discovery. It's available as a cloud service, providing instant and easy access to accelerated drug discovery workflows. BioNeMo includes models like AlphaFold, ESMFold, and OpenFold for 3D protein structure prediction, ProteGPT for protein generation, ESM1 and ESM2.
We were talking about this in the IRC. Of course, folding at home for a long time was a user-generated folding project that harnessed the power of thousands of computers. It's my understanding that these new AI tools are actually so much faster that they no longer need to use this kind of volunteer cluster computing.
Generative models can now read a protein's amino acid sequence and, in seconds, accurately predict the structure of a target protein. They can also generate molecules with desirable ADME properties that optimize how a drug behaves in the body.
That is just
generative models can even predict the 3D interactions
this is
of a protein
again,
molecule,
huge breakthrough,
accelerating the discovery of optimal drug candidates.
This is how mRNA vaccines were generated.
BioNeMo also provides on-demand.
They were able to sequence the COVID genome over a weekend,
saving teams valuable time and money, so they can
develop a
focus on
vaccine almost instantly.
Life-saving medicines. The new AI drug discovery pipelines are here. Sign up now for access to NVIDIA BioNeMo service.
Sign up now.
We will continue to work with the industry to include models into BioNeMo that encompass the end-to-end workflow of drug discovery and virtual screening. Amgen, AstraZeneca, Insilico Medicine, Evozyne, Innofor, and Alchemib Therapeutics are early access users of BioNeMo. NVIDIA AI Foundations, a cloud service, a foundry for building custom language models and generative AI.
It's amazing.
Since AlexNet a decade ago, deep learning has opened giant new markets.
It's come so far.
Automated driving, robotics, smart speakers, and reinvented how we shop, consume news, and enjoy music. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
Do you think when he says smart speakers, he means the HomePod?
At an inflection point, as generative AI has
all the other
started
ones.
a new wave of opportunities, driving a step function increase in inference workloads. AI can now generate diverse data, spanning voice,
I think we're less than a year away
video,
from
and
a
3D
revolution
graphics
in
to proteins and
smart
chemicals.
assistants like Google
Designing
Assistant,
a cloud data center
Echo.
to process generative
Right now,
data
they're
have to
just
speak its language and its
they're just decision
syntax.
trees right now. They don't have any capability of generating text. But I think that's just a matter of
handle the unpredictable peaks
might happen
and
sooner than you
valleys
think.
of traffic. On the other hand, no one accelerator can optimally process the diversity of algorithms, models, data types, and sizes. NVIDIA's One Architecture platform offers both acceleration and elasticity. Today, we are announcing our new inference platform. 4 configurations, 1 architecture, 1 software stack.
I should point out,
each configuration
you need
is
thousands
optimized
of
for a
these.
class of workloads. For AI
the Grace
video
Hopper, I
workloads,
love it.
we have L4, optimized for video decoding and transcoding, video content moderation, and video call features like background replacement, relighting, making eye contact, transcription, and
Their eye
real-time
contact
language translation.
is amazing. If you have a
Most cloud videos
high-end
today
video
are processed
NVIDIA
on
GPU,
CPUs.
you can do it
One
on a PC.
8 GPU
Especially in
L4
comparison to some of
server
the others that try to
will
do it.
replace
Yeah, that's much
over
better. Yeah.
100
NVIDIA's done a great
dual-socket
job at it.
CPU servers
Yeah.
for processing AI video. Snap is a leading user of NVIDIA AI,
Snap is
computer vision,
Snapchat.
and recommender systems. Snap will use L4 for AV1 video processing, generative AI, and augmented reality. Snapchat users upload hundreds of millions of videos every day. Google announced today NVIDIA L4 on GCP. NVIDIA and Google Cloud
interesting.
are working to deploy major workloads on L4. Let me highlight 5.
Again,
First,
Google has
we're
its own
accelerating
technology,
inference
but
for generative AI models.
there's no reason why it should
for
be
cloud services like Wombo
unique.
and Descript. Second, we're integrating Triton Inference Server with Google Kubernetes Engine and Vertex
Descript
AI.
is one of the voice
Third,
generators we've
we're
used.
accelerating Google Dataproc with NVIDIA Spark Rapids. Fourth, we're accelerating AlphaFold.
Soon you and I won't
L2
have to get up at 8 in the
T5
morning anymore.
Large language models.
Right. It'll generate it itself.
We are accelerating Google Cloud's immersive stream that renders 3D and AR experiences. With this collaboration, Google GCP is a premier NVIDIA AI cloud. We look
Interesting.
forward to telling you even more about our collaboration.
Like Microsoft, they have their own hardware, but
For Omniverse, graphics
NVIDIA really
rendering,
is dominant.
and generative AI like text-to-image and text-to-video, we are announcing L40. L40 is up to 10 times the performance of NVIDIA's T4, the most popular cloud inference GPU.
I'm going to guess
Runway is a pioneer in generative AI.
Their
Runway's
Runway's using it. That's
was
Stable
a key
Diffusion.
creator of Stable Diffusion and its predecessor, Latent Diffusion. Runway is inventing generative AI models for creating and editing content. With over 30 AI magic tools, their service is revolutionizing the creative process, all from the cloud. Let's take a look.
Runway is making amazing AI-powered video editing and image creation tools accessible to everyone. Powered by the latest generation of NVIDIA GPUs running locally or in the cloud.
Look at that.
Runway makes
Isn't that
it possible to
amazing?
remove
Just
an object from a
resizing the
video
person in
with
the
just
video.
a few
Yeah.
brushstrokes.
Moving them around.
Or apply different styles to video using just an input image.
No more
Or change the
rotoscoping by hand.
or the foreground of a video. What used to take hours using conventional tools can now be
The
completed.
stuff
with
they've released so far
professional
is
broadcast quality
underwhelming,
results
but
in just a few minutes.
progress is happening
Runway
so
does this by
rapidly now.
utilizing CV CUDA, an open source project that enables developers to build highly efficient GPU-accelerated pre- and post-processing pipelines for computer vision workloads and scale them into the cloud. With NVIDIA technology, Runway is able to make impossible things to give the best experience to content creators. What previously limited pros can now be done by you. In fact, Runway is used in Oscar-nominated Hollywood films, and we are placing this technology in the hands of the world's creators.
That's very exciting.
Large language models like ChatGPT are a significant new inference workload. GPT models are memory and computationally intensive. Furthermore, inference is a high-volume, scale-out workload and requires standard commodity servers. For large language model inference like ChatGPT, we are announcing a new Hopper GPU, the PCI Express H100 with dual GPU NVLink. The new H100 has 94
It's almost
gigabytes
all
of
heatsink.
HBM3 memory.
Yeah.
H100
It needs to take a breather.
can process the 175 billion parameter GPT-3. And supporting commodity PCI Express servers make it easy to scale out. The only GPU in the cloud today that can practically process ChatGPT is HGX A100. Compared to HGX A100 for GPT-3 processing, a standard server
again, that GPT-3
with 4
mentioned.
pairs of H100
Yeah. Like
with
GPT-3,
dual GPU
he's stuck
NVLink
in September
is up to
2021.
10 times faster. H100 can reduce large language model processing costs by an order of magnitude. Grace Hopper is our new superchip that connects Grace CPU and Hopper GPU over a high-speed 900 gigabytes per second coherent chip-to-chip interface. Grace Hopper is
OpenAI is a little cagey these days on what they're
like AI
what hardware they're
databases
using.
for
So,
recommender systems and large language models.
but I'm guessing
Today,
it's the new
CPUs
chip.
with large memory store and query giant embedding tables, then transfer results to GPUs for inference. With Grace Hopper, Grace queries the embedding tables and transfers the results directly to Hopper across the high-speed interface, 7 times faster than PCI Express. Customers want to build AI databases several orders of magnitude larger. Grace Hopper is the ideal engine. This is NVIDIA's inference platform. One architecture for diverse AI workloads and maximum data center acceleration and elasticity. The world's largest industries make physical things, but they want to build them digitally. Omniverse is a platform for industrial digitalization that bridges digital and physical.
I still struggle with understanding the
design,
purpose
build,
of this.
operate, and optimize physical products and factories digitally before making a physical replica. Digitalization boosts
ChatGPT-4
efficiency
is an order of
and saves
magnitude
money.
faster than
One use of Omniverse
ChatGPT-3.
is the
So I'm
virtual
guessing
bring-up of a factory
they've done something
where
there.
all of
Maybe
its
they did an
machinery
early
is integrated
version of this
digitally
NVIDIA
before
hardware.
the real factory is built.
This
This
idea
reduces
of making a
last-minute surprises,
simulated factory,
change orders,
I get it
and
from the
plant
manufacturer
opening
side of
delays.
things, but
Virtual
humans
factory integration
aren't that
can
predictable.
Save billions for the world's
And so
factories.
that part
The
doesn't quite
semiconductor
make sense to
industry
me.
is investing $500 billion to build a record 84 new fabs. By 2030,
Well, I think we
auto
just got to get the
manufacturers
humans
will
out of
build
there. That's why.
300
That's what it
factories
is.
to make 200 million electric vehicles. And battery makers are building 100
But remember,
more
that was Elon's
megafactories.
plan. Tesla uses
Visualization
NVIDIA
is also
processors,
transforming
and it
logistics,
turned out they really couldn't
moving
automate
goods
it 100%.
through billions of
There are some
square feet
manufacturers that do.
of
Audi has
warehouses
a
worldwide.
100% automated
Let's look
factory
at how
in Germany.
Amazon uses Omniverse to automate, optimize, and plan its autonomous warehouses.
Amazon Robotics has manufactured and deployed the largest fleet of mobile industrial robots in the world. The newest member of this robotic fleet is Proteus, Amazon's first fully autonomous warehouse robot. Proteus is built to move through our facilities using advanced safety, perception, and navigation technology. Let's see how NVIDIA Isaac Sim, built on Omniverse, is creating physically accurate, photoreal simulations to help accelerate Proteus deployments.
Gotta move faster,
Proteus
robot.
features multiple sensors that
Speed
include
it up.
cameras, LiDARs, and ultrasonic sensors to power its autonomy software systems. The Proteus team needed to improve the performance of a neural network that read fiducial markers and helped the robot determine its location on the map. It takes a lot of data, and the right kind, to train the ML models that are driven by the robot sensor input. With Omniverse Replicator in Isaac Sim, Amazon Robotics was able to generate large photoreal synthetic datasets that improve the marker detection success rate from 88.6% to 98%. The use of synthetic data generated by Omniverse Replicator also sped up development times from months to days as we were able to iteratively test and train our models much faster than when only using real data. To enable new autonomous capabilities for the expanding fleet of Proteus robots, Amazon Robotics is working towards closing the gap from simulation to reality, building large-scale multi-sensor, multi-robot simulations. With Omniverse, Amazon Robotics will optimize operations with full-fidelity warehouse digital twins. Whether we're generating synthetic data or developing new levels of autonomy, Isaac Sim on Omniverse helps the Amazon Robotics team save time, and money as we deploy Proteus across our facilities.
Omniverse has unique technologies for digitalization, and Omniverse is the premier development platform for USD, which serves as a common language that lets teams collaborate to create virtual worlds and digital twins. Omniverse is physically based, mirroring the laws of physics. It can connect to robotic systems and operate with hardware in the loop. It features generative AI to accelerate the creation of virtual worlds, and Omniverse can manage datasets of enormous scale. We've made significant updates to Omniverse in every area. Let's take a look.
Wow, that's beautiful. I want to go there.
I want to go to there. Oh, the food.
Do not eat the food in the Omniverse. Wonder what Meta's using.
Wow, the water generation.
Unfortunately, Alex Lindsay is not going to be on MacBreak Weekly today, but I'm sure he's watching with interest. Oh, they can do poppy seed bagels. Oh, I broke his finger. Still a little uncanny valley, but
indeed,
they're getting there.
Yeah, those dominoes don't look real, but they look close to real. Oh, that's quite good. I wonder if these are 3D scans of these items.
Maybe,
or if those are really generated.
Don't worry about the Earth. We've got another one in simulation.
Earth 2.
Earth 2.
A robot building Lego. They can generate sextuplets playing tennis. Wow.
Really gorgeous.
Nearly 300,000 creators and designers have downloaded Omniverse. Omniverse is not a tool, but a USD network and shared database, a fabric connecting to design tools used across industries. It connects, composes, and simulates the assets created by industry-leading tools. We are delighted to see the growth of Omniverse connections. Each connection links the ecosystem of one platform to the ecosystems of all the others. Omniverse's network of networks is growing exponentially. Bentley Systems Lumen RT is now connected. So are Siemens Teamcenter, NX, and Process Simulate. Rockwell Automation Emulate 3D, Cesium, Unity,
other companies
and
can
many
see
more.
my data? It's interesting.
Let's look at the digitalization.
Must be a value to
It looks
them.
like you can
auto industry
create in different
and see how
platforms
car
and then be
companies
able to
are
use them in
evaluating
others.
Omniverse
It's sort of
in
like a
their
universal
workflows.
language.
Oh, so it's
Volvo
not
Cars and
across
GM
companies?
use Omniverse USD Composer.
That's my understanding.
To connect and unify their asset pipelines. GM connects designers, sculptors, and artists using Alias, Siemens NX, Unreal, Maya, 3ds
Yeah, so the
Max,
artist can
and
design it in
virtually
Unreal,
assembles
and then the designer can
components
bring it
into
open
a
and
digital
whatever.
twin of the car. In engineering and simulation, they visualize the power flow aerodynamics in Omniverse. For next-generation Mercedes-Benz and Jaguar Land Rover vehicles, engineers use DriveSim in Omniverse to generate synthetic data to train AI models, validate the active safety system against a virtual NCAP driving test and simulate real driving scenarios. Omniverse's generative AI reconstructs previously
I've never
driven
seen a car
routes
do that
into
in real
3D,
life.
so past experiences can be reenacted or modified. Working with IdealWorks, BMW uses Isaac Sim in Omniverse to generate synthetic data and scenarios to train factory robots. Lotus is using Omniverse to virtually assemble welding stations. Toyota is using Omniverse to build digital twins of their plants. Mercedes-Benz uses Omniverse to build, optimize, and plan assembly lines for new models.
Yeah, Mercedes
Rimac
is
and
all
Lucid
over
Motors
the NVIDIA
use
automotive
Omniverse
package.
to build digital stores from actual design data that faithfully represent their cars. BMW is using Omniverse to plan operations across nearly 36 factories worldwide.
Wow.
And they are building a new EV factory completely in Omniverse 2 years before the physical plant opens.
You're right about
Let's
NVIDIA
visit.
getting that shoehole into
everywhere.
automotive. It's a smart idea.
With $3.4 trillion being invested in the next 3 years. We at BMW strive to be leading edge in automotive digitalization. With NVIDIA Omniverse and AI, we set up new factories faster and produce more efficiently than ever. This results in significant savings for us.
One negative of this is everybody I look at now, I go, is that real? Are they
Right, I'm having that same
Are they
thought.
human?
Traditionally, we are limited
That's
since
not-
data is
that's
managed
not a good
separately
thing.
in a variety of systems and tools. Today,
Mike Elgin said he's going to have to start writing more quirkily so that it's clear that it's not a AI doing the writing. And maybe
I always do little hearts over my eyes.
in a few years, people with, pimples and moles and
Yeah.
of course you could simulate that too.
I'm about to
Add
join
a
a virtual
little
planning session for
mess.
Debrecen in Hungary. Our
There's
new
something
EV
about him
factory
just doesn't
opening
look
in
real.
2025. Let's jump in.
Okay.
Milan is joining.
Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Hello.
Milan. Great to see you. We're in the middle of an optimization loop for the body shop. Would you like to see?
Thanks. I'm highly interested. And I'd like to invite a friend.
Okay.
Yeah. Was
Hey,
the
Milan.
script generated by AI?
Oh, there.
Jensen, welcome to our virtual planning session.
It's great to be here. What are we
AI will be better actors, I think.
This is our global planning team who are working on a robot cell in Debrecen.
It's a virtual planning session for a
Matthias,
virtual
tell us
factory.
what's happening?
So we've just learned the production concept requires some changes. We are now reconfiguring the layout to add a new robot into the cell.
Okay, but if we add a new robot on the logistics side, we need to move our storage container.
All right, let's get this new robot in.
Pick up your cues faster, sir. Come on.
That's perfect. But let's double check. Can we run the cell? Excellent.
Milan,
every
this
time
is
you see
just
these
incredible.
virtual meeting
Virtual
things, they do
factory
these kind
integration is essential
horrible
for every industry.
fake
I'm
collaboration.
so proud to see what our teams did together. Congratulations.
We are working globally to optimize locally. After planning, operations is king. And we've already started. To celebrate the launch of our virtual plant, I'd like to invite you to open the first digital factory with me.
I'd be honored. Let's do it.
The doors are open.
Hey, we're going to take another little break while we're watching this exciting video. Don't worry, you're not going to miss anything. We'll get back to the NVIDIA ad. Actually, it's really cool in just a second. But first, I want to tell you about our sponsor, the people who make it possible for us to bring you these live news specials, ACI Learning. Now, with Audit Pro, Practice Labs, the 6 learning hubs where you can go learn in person, I got to tell you, tech is one industry where opportunities outpace growth, especially in cybersecurity. 1/3 of information security jobs require a cybersecurity cert, and organizations, they're hungry for cybersecurity talent because, frankly, there are more jobs than there are people to fill them. That cyber skills gap is growing every single day. That's one of the reasons the average salary for a cybersecurity specialist, $116,000 a year. ACI Learning's programs can get you certified. Maintain your competitive edge across audit, IT, and cybersecurity readiness. Visit go.acilearning.com/twit. That's go.acilearning.com/twit. We thank ACI Learning for sponsoring the studio and this live stream of the GTC Keynote. Let's get back to the Keynote. It's interesting. A virtual factory is a really interesting
nearly
idea.
14 million people.
It's like The Sims, but it's work.
Digitalization will enhance the industry's efficiency, productivity, and speed. Omniverse is the digital to physical operating system to realize industrial digitalization. Today, we're announcing 3 systems designed to run Omniverse. First, we're launching a new generation of workstations powered by NVIDIA Ada RTX GPUs
and Lenovo
and Intel's newest CPUs. The new workstations are ideal for doing ray tracing, physics simulation, neural graphics, and generative AI. They will be available from Box, Dell, HP, and Lenovo starting in March. Second, new NVIDIA OVX servers optimized for Omniverse. OVX consists of L40 Ada RTX server GPUs and our new BlueField 3. OVX servers will be available from Dell, HPE, Quanta, Gigabyte, Lenovo, and Supermicro. Each layer of the Omniverse stack, including the chips, systems, networking, and software, are new inventions. Building and operating the Omniverse computer requires a sophisticated IT team. We're going to make Omniverse fast and easy to scale and engage. Let's take a look.
The world's largest industries are racing to digitalize their physical processes. Today, that's a complex undertaking. NVIDIA Omniverse Cloud is a platform as a service that provides instant, secure access to managed Omniverse Cloud APIs, workflows, and customizable applications running on NVIDIA OVX. Enterprise teams access the suite of managed services through the web browser, Omniverse Launcher, or via a custom-built integration. Once in Omniverse Cloud, enterprise teams can instantly access, extend, and publish foundation applications and workflows to assemble and compose virtual worlds, generate data to train perception AIs, test and validate autonomous vehicles, or simulate autonomous robots, accessing and publishing shared data to Omniverse Nucleus. Designers and engineers working in their favorite third-party design tools on RTX workstations publish edits to Nucleus in parallel. Then, when ready to iterate or view their integrated model in Omniverse, can simply open a web browser and log in. As projects and teams scale, Omniverse Cloud helps optimize cost by provisioning compute resources and licenses as needed. And new services and upgrades are automatically provided with real-time updates.
That is pretty smart. All of these different tools, the materials, the 3D objects will have different licensing agreements. And so to automate that part of it and save the company money potentially is a really smart
Accelerating
thing.
the path to innovation. See you in Omniverse.
Maybe the metaverse is really going to take off in industrial applications more than
it does
social.
seem like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Today, we announce the NVIDIA Omniverse Cloud, a fully managed cloud service. We're partnering with Microsoft to bring Omniverse Cloud to the world's industries. We will host it in Azure, benefiting from Microsoft's
Hosted
rich
in
storage,
Azure.
security, applications, and services portfolio. We are connecting Omniverse Cloud to Microsoft 365 Productivity Suite, including Teams, OneDrive, SharePoint, and the Azure IoT Digital Twin services. Microsoft and NVIDIA are bringing Omniverse to hundreds of millions of Microsoft 365 and Azure users. Accelerated computing and AI have arrived. Developers use
Knows
NVIDIA
weekly topic.
to speed up and scale up, to solve
How can,
problems previously impossible.
How can I use this in
A daunting
Microsoft
challenge
365?
is next.
Yeah, show me
Every
now.
company must accelerate every workload to reclaim power. Accelerated computing is a full-stack, data center scale computing challenge. Grace, Grace Hopper, and BlueField 3 are new chips for super energy-efficient accelerated data centers. Acceleration libraries solve new challenges and open new markets. We updated 100 acceleration libraries, including cuQuantum for quantum computing, cuOpt for combinatorial optimization.
We're starting to eat into iOS today.
We are thrilled to partner
so
with
if you're just tuning in for Micah and Rosemary, hang in. We'll be there soon.
And beyond.
Yes, it does sound like they're summarizing their announcements.
Is the engine behind the generative large language model breakthrough. The DGX H100 AI supercomputer is
they have a lot to
and
announce.
Available soon.
I can see why they take more than an hour to do
OEM
it.
and cloud partners worldwide. The DGX supercomputer is going beyond research and becoming a modern AI factory. Every company will manufacture intelligence. We are extending our business model
terrifying.
with NVIDIA DGX Cloud by
That's
partnering
quite the
with
statement
Microsoft
there.
Azure, Google GCP,
Yikes.
and Oracle OCI.
But the commoditization of AI is fascinating. It's what's happening.
From a browser. DGX Cloud offers customers the best of NVIDIA and the best of the world's leading CSPs.
If we're going to raise the global temperature, might as well do it
Generative AI inference
creating
workloads
new
have gone
cats.
into overdrive. We launched our new inference platform, 4 configurations, 1 architecture. L4 for AI video, L40 for Omniverse and graphics rendering, H100 PCI Express for scaling out large language model
That's the
inference.
thing too. This
Hopper
intelligence
for recommender
can
systems
be
and vector
used
databases.
to optimize
inference platform
these chips.
Save the world.
enables maximum data center
Let's save the world first.
and elasticity. NVIDIA and Google Cloud are working together to deploy a broad range of inference workloads.
Put the data
With
centers
this
on Mars.
collaboration, Google
There you
GCP
go.
is a premier NVIDIA AI cloud. NVIDIA AI Foundations is a cloud service, a foundry.
They got Oracle, they got
building
Microsoft,
custom
they got
language
Google.
models and
Which
generative AI.
one is missing?
NVIDIA AI Foundations comprises
Starts with
language, visual, and
Amazon.
biology
Rhymes with
model-making services.
Blamazon.
Getty Images and
Blamazon.
Shutterstock are building custom visual language models. And we're partnering with Adobe to build a set of next-generation AI capabilities for the future of creativity. Omniverse is the digital to physical operating system to realize industrial digitalization. Omniverse can unify the end-to-end workflow and digitalize the $3 trillion, 14 million employee automotive industry. Omniverse is leaping to the cloud. Hosted in Azure, we partner with Microsoft to bring Omniverse Cloud to the world's industries. I thank our systems, cloud, and software partners, researchers, scientists, and especially our amazing employees for building the NVIDIA accelerated computing ecosystem. Together, we are helping the world do the impossible. Have a great GTC.
No special effects.
Sadly.
Jensen just ended the thing, and that was
as
it.
far as we know, all of the music was AI generated, or most of the scripts were.
I think some of it was AI generated. It sure read like it was. Well, there you have it. That's the NVIDIA GTC keynote. And as you know, we predicted, NVIDIA is firing on all cylinders in every area, and AI has just accelerated their growth. They're working with all the players. They're creating hardware that almost everybody uses, even competitors like Google and Microsoft. So I think this is exactly what we expected, which was almost a victory lap for NVIDIA. They had so much to say, there wasn't enough time to dissolve Jensen into his kitchen. So very, very exciting. We're glad you joined us. I'm not going to take too much time to wrap up because we've got to get to iOS today. But I think it was worth watching. And, of course, we will talk a lot about what they announced and what it means, give you more perspective on our shows. MacBreak Weekly coming up today. This Week in Google tomorrow, Tech News Weekly on Thursday. You and I on Ask the Tech Guys on Sunday can kind of dumb it down and make it accessible for normal people. Micah Sargent, thank you for being here. Thanks to all of you for watching this TWiT News special, NVIDIA's Spring GTC Keynote 2023. We'll see you next time. Listeners of this program get an ad-free version if they're members of Club TWiT. $7 a month gives you ad-free versions of all of our shows, plus membership in the Club TWiT Discord, a great clubhouse for TWiT listeners. And finally, the TWiT Plus feed with shows like Stacy's Book Club, The Untitled Linux Show, The Giz Fizz, and more. Go to twit.tv/clubtwit, and thanks for your support.